To this, Melbourne, who came from 21 down at three-quarter time last week to win by 2, 9 down. The Bombers, who were blown away last week by 41 points, to grab their first win of the season and their first home game of the year. Leuenberger, Zaharakis, Gawn had a piece of it. Jones scrambles it forward, touch ball to the back. Hogan, he leaves it for the Kid Oliver.
Well, he was the most important player in the opening bounce of the last quarter last week. Clayton Oliver, he got the clearance, they got the goal. This time he starts in the forward line. That's not a bad move from Ruzi. They need some other bodies. They need a huge lift from Jack Viney. His numbers okay, but his influence, his impact poor. But this one was a good shepherd there. It was a good understanding from Hogan and allowed his young counterpart to come through. Hack kick forward, fine out of the centre. And then the conversion was good. You'd like to see him run even further into goals just to make 100% sure. But all of a sudden now, going back on a knife edge.
Ben Dixon downstairs.
Yeah, I was going to touch on Jack Viney at three-quarter time, boys. I think the lift needs to come from him. Last week he was inspirational at GWS. He's only had 15 touches, 6 of those contested. Last week he had 15 contested of his 32. So I think he's a bit of a barometer on getting themselves back in this, along with Clayton Oliver, who's only obviously playing his second game.
Speaking of young guns, Parrish drives it long. Danaher got way up. Ball spills. Lumumba, Danaher, good contest. Kearney, Zaharakis, Parrish, whose hands have been good. Zaharakis wanted it back. Wilt spears it wide. Danaher's got the reach. Lumumba, a little piece of it.
Well, it's just like old times for these two gentlemen. In 2005, the Swans won a premiership by 4 points, 58 to 54. In 2006, it was John Worsfold by 1 point, 84 points to 85 points. And right now it's 58 to 55. Nothing changes except the colour of the jumper, David.
Well, that's changed. That ruling's changed.
Absolutely. They didn't have that back in the day. Adam Kearney, what a moment this is.
Might have hurt Ruzi, this deliberate out of bounds rule in the old 58-54 pointer.
From the gutter.
That spot again.
It's an amazing spot.
Adam Kearney gets told how much time's elapsed.
Somebody surely has got to sink it from there.
Bombers lead by 3. He sets sail, gets a lot on it, but it's across the face.
Well, the average clearances last week across all games were mid-50s, 56 from memory. Right now, it's 57. This has been a fairly high stoppage game.
Vince White, Lumumba's going to have to go up, does. Puts it to grass, but brought it to ground, and they've got the runners. Oliver looks up. Here's Viney on cue. Shut down, he goes longer. Gala landed like a cat, picked it up, spun around but left it behind. Bagley the steal. Wilt, Bagley, Parrish through his legs. Zaharakis missed his handball target.
Tackle.
Got out on Harms, holds it up, and it's gone up a gear.
Ben Kennedy is the reason why Melbourne are in this game. 18 disposals, all class. He's kicked the 3 goals, we know, but he's the link man at the moment. He's the one most likely in that midfield for the D's.
Jones to Jones. Thumps it long. Watts, can he get there? Jack Watts on the spot. Hardly seen it all day. And this kick for the lead back.
Hasn't been his finest game, just 7 disposals of 50%. But the one thing that Jack Watts has continuously been able to do when he's been playing senior football is nail the goals. And from this spot, across all grounds in the competition, he hasn't missed.
That's what he has ahead of him. Not his day to make it his moment. And Melbourne are in front.
Well, they won the ball back from the contest and finally got it forward to Jeff Garlett, who did well. There was a couple of stoppages. They won that. Finally, it was a hack kick forward to a dangerous spot. It was a controlled hack kick. And Watts read it best. In front.
Tom Worsfold's been reluctant to put a man back to have a 7th defender today. They've just gone 1-on-1, 6-on-6, and he's trusted his back 6. They've been great all day. Melbourne are just starting to get the ball rolling. You can see what's on the move. He's clearly still impacted by that thigh cork he suffered last week, playing deep most of the day.
You're saying he should put one back?
Might be soon, Gerard, yes.
Zaharakis slams it forward. Thump back out. Unkind bounce from Matt Jones. Zaharakis goes back, pursued by Vince. Flicks a handball to McDonald. Tipungwuti tipped it to himself. Goes back in with Viney. Kept it in the area, tunneled it through. Should come off. Almost a high, is a high on Langford.
Pressure up now from Melbourne. They're starting to win the ball back, win some contested footy.
Dawn holding the ball, good call. Short pass Vince to Harms. Flicks it up. The captain from 50. Hogan, let it go. And gave a free away. D told to play on. There's some nervous men out there. Heads wide. McDonald, Tipungwuti got there. Gleeson.
15 disposals now at 90%, David. He's a fine.
He is a fine. He's just been dragged back to the goal square a couple of times. It's been a concern.
Lumumba got hands on it. Viney the crumb. Oh, dangerous handball. Slipped high.
Slightly high.
Lifting Viney. Lumumba coming with him.
Matt Jones sits it up. Bombers have the numbers. Gleeson. McDonald, Tipungwuti. Bagley.
Oh, they're out.
Goddard.
Missed it. Missed the hit.
It's a 2-on-2. Crowley's one of the two Bombers. He's got Brown over the top, and now they are out. Danaher's inside 50. It'll get to him on the bounce. Just knocking it on McDonald. Got it to Comer. Big tackle, Bug.
Quick call.
High pressure tackle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a tap from McDonald. He went to his men rather than going to the boundary line. And the men didn't let him down.
This is a great battle.
It's a great game. 59-61.
To a 2-on-2 again. Gawn's got the reach. Kelly got a fist on it. Might get the reward with a possession here. Spins out of trouble. Gleeson. Kelly. Pops it to the spot. Danaher! He's been threatening all day. His hands have been good. His feet haven't.
Gone to him 14 times today inside that forward 50. It's been unbelievable. He really has stood tall. In a lot of ways, this man's best on the ground. His ability to keep them in the contest on the wings, presenting up Gerard and still being a bona fide option inside forward 50. His work rate's been outstanding.
He was just able to reach over the top of Cole Garland there.
We saw his career set shots from this spot on the ground. It could go anywhere. It's going to work back a little. It's going to work back. Not enough.
Ben Dixon is pulling his hair out downstairs.
The what that had worked back into the wind.
Yes.
1 point game.
Gerard, there was a bit of swing on that. He had a bit of fade on that ball. The wind is still left to right.
Salem. Oh, Tyson. This is a pivotal game in the season of both these clubs. Melbourne coming off a win last week. The Bombers trying to break the duck. Kelly. Cooney. Brown.
Well, he's having a fantastic game, bar the finish. He's taken more contested marks in this game than any other. He set a new high for himself in 6 inside forward 50.
And the flick down, Salem gone. Oh, just in time to Harms.
Big ball, 3-on-1.
Gwilt, Pedersen. Tackle late on Vandenberg.
Been really good under pressure, Melbourne, the last couple of minutes. They've taken all the time available to make sure they're precise with their ball use. They look to be handling the situation better at the moment. There's a long way to go in this game, but they look calmer with the ball.
Merritt to Merritt. Works back to Zach Merritt. Stokes. Fantasia.
Oh, good pick-up, Garlett.
Garlett plays on quickly. It's not 15. Caught in the middle. No Pryor. Ball up.
Everyone was fumbling. Garlett swooped. He didn't really pick the right option. He could have kicked it just a bit longer and they were gone.
And the steal. Bombers had the extra man back. Still won the clearance. Zaharakis. And there's that man again.
This time.
Take responsibility. Go back. Take your time. Take the 30 seconds available.
He's just got to hit the ball a bit better. He's been pulling them all. He's just got to hit it better.
Which way is it going, Dicko?
Well, it will still go left to right. I'm convinced of it, but because he's a little bit further out, he will arc around. So I'm assuming now he's going to allow for it more. And this one, I think, will break the eye.
From the 50. And he sprays that too.
Oh.
And he doesn't even level the scores. It could have been all square. And he's blown a huge chance there.
He's got to change the ball, I think, next time he has a kick.
That's a good kick. And a very strong mark under the pump.
McDonald.
Oh, gee, he is playing a game.
Kennedy. Wow. Now Pedersen's under this. Kelly with the big fist. Squilt. Scrambles it to Cooney. Short pass to Goddard.
Can't get it out here, the Demons. This is another chance.
Just past Crowley. Brown about to trap it. Crowley was there for the handball. Big tackle, Jetta. Got a kick away. Turnover. Little fumble. McDonald goes back in. Knocks it out. Salem lays a good tackle. Ball still in the congestion. Zach Merritt.
This is... Both sides, I think, were hoping for a stoppage. They got it. Melbourne are desperately trying to get across to the other side of the ground to open it up to get some space. But this is the under pressure kick. And that'll be coming back. No, maybe not.
Oh, just bounced enticingly.
You just see the disparity in the uncontested marks. Just a different game style.
Cooney, short throw in. Breaks away.
So often Essendon have been chipping the ball forward, chipping it through the maze.
Langford long. And the fists come, and guess what? Scores a level.
It's a really good defensive punch from Jetta. Been a find over the last couple of years for Melbourne.
But David Zaharakis' fourth term. He's just come off for arrest. Had 9 disposals in 12 minutes.
McDonald to a 1-on-2. Bombers have the 2. McDonald, Tim and Woody back inside. Looking for Zach Merritt. Protected by his brother.
They just fell apart there, Melbourne. They kicked it to an out number. And then they left a hole back in the centre.
Sits it up. Danaher can't go for it, and that's a mark.
Poor
Taken
entry.
by McDonald.
Really poor entry.
And they're out. Vince, if he wants to. Jones is screaming. He wants it big time, Jones. It's in his direction.
And he's got Watts.
He sees Watts. Didn't pull the trigger initially, now does.
That's why you need a left foot.
And he drives it long. Hogan!
That is why you need to practice both sides of the body with the boot. You can't do that with a boomerang. And the fact that both Vince and Jones had left foots allowed them to give Hogan an opportunity, because they wouldn't have had a chance to go back, eat up the time to go with their preferred. And now Jesse Hogan gets a chance to extend the lead, well, to give them a lead.
They play a bizarre game, the footy gods. He did it last week. Hardly seen it this week. And he's threatening to do it again.
And whilst Hogan will get all the plaudits, let's go back to the other end of the ground, where Tom McDonald, who started the game with a horrible mistake, gave away the first goal of the day, has made amends more than once on during the afternoon, but that particular intercept mark has set up this
Really
shot at goal.
That was a really poor entry. Have a look where Danaher is. He doesn't think he's the target for that kick. It was that bad an option, but McDonald had the composure to say, OK, my man's beaten. He's run himself out of position. I'll go for the intercept mark. And they've just seemed to correct their ball use. Every time this man gets it,
he's the best kick in the team.
I think Hogan's eyes light up.
He is the best kick for Melbourne by a mile, and he doesn't have it that much at the moment, but he's been damaging again.
Still a ton of time left in this. 10 minutes to travel, final term. Edge of the seat football as it's been from the outset. Zaharakis, Nathan Jones steals it from him. Kicks to half forward, Oliver edged out of it. Gleeson pushed him out, umpire said keep rolling, boys. Wilt, Merritt, still alive here, the Bombers.
Great move by Gwilt that time. He got Hogan, bodied him, and then bodied the football, or got his body behind the ball and cleared it well.
Bagley. Fantasia. Zaharakis running again. Kearney sees him now. Puts it in his direction and rewarded him. Brown's in the square. Danaher's down there. It's in their direction. It's low. Danaher!
Again.
Who else?
Now, the same thing will happen here. We will rave about Danaher inside the forward fifth, but David Zaharakis ran for 120 metres just to become an option, and he was the last link in this chain.
What about the bullet pass? It didn't give the defender enough time to cover 5 metres. It was an incredible kick.
Where's this going?
Straight through the middle, you would expect. But they can't go down with another missed shot at goal.
The big full forward is back. Crucial stages of games. Hogan one end, Danaher the other. Scores level.
We'll analyse that for us, Dicko, because that was the most pure of kicks. It went absolutely straight. And if he can just get his head around the disposal, then this game, which is an incredible game anyway, will turn into an absolute stellar performance with half a dozen goals that he should have kicked. And there's the run that you talked about, David. He's on the bike.
He'd come from the half-back flank, Jared. He's tiring there. He's gone. He's just been on the bench for 3 minutes just to get some oxygen back into the lungs. He's already had 10 disposals in the last term. Still got 8.5 minutes to play.
You saw that. He just had a gap of 2 metres. McDonald couldn't close it.
It's been tight all day. Both teams have had 2-goal margins. Seesawing battle, and it's going to the wire. Patterson flicks it up. Vandenberg, hands and knees. Bagley got away with it. Back to Patterson. Vince, stand start. Bouncing ball. Gleeson, Goddard. Brave kick. Bagley. Crowd is screaming. 8 minutes left. McDonald, Tip and Woody. Crowley. Lumumba. Big fist. 3-on-1. Crowley scrambling Lumumba. Kennedy. Gawn resting forward. Bagley got a piece of it, but not enough of it. Viney. Bounce pass.
Just a bit severe.
Hands free, stolen back. Holding. Free kick Essendon.
Every call, a big call now. Both sides out on their feet. This is what we're seeing late in games. Both back lines under pressure. When you've got a dominant target at both ends, the whole back six are feeling it.
Danaher comes up to the wing. His hands have been sensational. And his foot delightful there. Goddard looks up. Bangs it long. Langford's his target.
There's brilliant ball movement. For Danaher to come up, hit that mark, get it out to Goddard. It was a great kick from Goddard. It was a 100% kick.
That's what we wanted, Jerry. We want possessions in the forward half. That's where he can do his damage, isn't it? That's where it goes on the scoreboard.
And he was in both ends of that chain because he did get the ball out of that defensive 20.
He had 12 possessions in the third quarter, 6 in the forward half. If he can have the same in the last, he'll get his team over the line. Great game.
They've had a troubled 4 years, the Essendon Football Club, trying to play their way through it. And one of their young stars, Langford, inspirational, gives them the lead with 6 minutes left.
If I'm John Worsfold right now, I'm putting a man behind the ball. And I know they've just hit the lead and the game's going as he would like it scripted. I think they need some help. They need some assistance down there. They're looking a little vulnerable.
Where do you take it from, though? You can't take it from the contest. because they need support at the contest.
I think you take it from your half-forward flank area, Jared. You roll an Ambrose back, give them something that can go in the air and defend against a Hogan, against a Watts.
What he does need is a big last 10 minutes from Leuenberger. Similarly, Melbourne need Max Gawn, who says he wants to be the best in the business. That's good effort from Leuenberger.
He won it for you on cue, Jared. Roller inside 50. Garland, gang tackle. Bull hits the deck, but they've got it inside 50.
Oh, no.
Gone!
Yeah, well, Melbourne are out here. They're out. Big Max is pushing forward. Leuenberger can't go with him. They can hit a couple of targets here. Max will become an option.
Salem's out wide. That's the option he goes for. Pumps it to contests. Ball to the back, Harms. Kept his feet. Half held. Fully held. Brayshaw. Fully held. Ball up.
Zaharakis has had 10. They've sung his praises all day. Nathan Jones is having a great last quarter. Bernie Vince is also lifting.
Tyson. Drop that. Gawn.
Staying one-on-one.
Gawn. To half forward. Big collision. Bagley and Oliver. Bodies on the line. Pedersen off the carpet illegally. Free kick.
Composure will win this from either team. Melbourne looking a little erratic going forward at the moment.
Zaharakis. Leuenberger. Picked him up over summer as a free agent.
Max.
And he's been massive.
50.
Big
And
Max.
50.
Yep. Max has come in. He wanted to swap with Jones. Jones wanted to go with Parrish, but Max just walked straight through the restricted zone, and he did restrict Leuenberger from playing on. That's why he pinged him. That is a big brain fade.
This kick for a 12-point margin.
Look at Cooney. Look at Cooney here just hovering around the back.
Can he go the journey? He's a pretty big kick.
He's setting up as if he can. It's long. Not long enough. And front of the pack. The man who gave it to him, Max Gawn, makes a saving mark. Gives it off just in time. Free kick downfield.
Sloppy. They had that covered because Leuenberger was there for the long ball. They'll be desperate to get it across the other side of the ground and around this morass of players.
It was a dumb option from Leuenberger in the end. If he couldn't make the distance, he had to put it 15 to 20 from goal.
Point would have been handy. The Flyers go up. It's a 6-point margin now. Leuenberger.
Good smother.
Goes back in and gets it, keeps it alive. Bagley was trying for Zaharakis with a 1-metre kick.
Yeah, he did throw it. He definitely just let it dribble out of his hand.
Good tackle.
We've got to find an inboard kick here. They just can't keep going through the morass.
One kick in it. Pedersen to the open side. Bug.
He's got the option up the middle and he's hit it.
Has he?
Watts. Edged out by the experienced Kelly. And they're out here. Goddard. The kid, Parrish or Zaharakis. Zaharakis. He's got Parrish. Parrish. They're picked for life. Delivers.
Well, here's the turnover. Watts was on the lead. He was surrounded by players, so in the end it probably was not a high percentage kick. And the rebound was so awesome.
Look at this handball, Jared, from Zaharakis. He draws the heat, bang. Slips it back into Parrish, who had all the class in the world to finish that. This kid's going to be a star.
Yes. 2 goals in 3 minutes 25. We know it can happen because it happened last night.
From the restart, but the Bombers are full of run. Cooney straight down the middle. Goddard's pushed forward. Garland, Goddard, Lumumba. Time is of the essence now for Melbourne, though.
Oh,
And Crowley, you know he's going to use it wisely.
Well, they should learn from Richmond. You don't have to play fast. You can hold the ball, and they've gone fast. They've given it back.
It's about clock management now.
Bernie Vince. And he goes to a 1-on-2. Kent. And up against him, D.
Well, they can kill a minute on the clock. Just because it's in your forward half doesn't mean you have to blaze away. Just maintain possession.
Oh, dear.
They must have been watching last night, some of those players.
Lumumba tries to break away. Just in time. Jones. Tyson slams it long. Bombers with the numbers in the area. Bouncing ball. Unkind for Gwilt. Bagley. Gwilt. D. Can he hit a chest? You bet he can. And we're down to 2 minutes. Kelly. Any score will win it. Cooney. Any score now and they're home. They lead by 12. He goes to the pocket.
This is a great performance. This is a side that we're never going to win a game. And this is a side that has put on a fantastic display.
This is all heart, Jared. This is all heart. Take your hat off to Zaharakis, Merritt, Kelly, Goddard, Gwilt, Bagley. They've worked themselves into the ground for the common cause.
Jackson Merritt for the sealer.
Sometimes you can kick a seal with a point. Ask Barry Breen and Tony Lockett.
I can't lose from here. 13 points, 1:27 left.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. You've got to play brave. You've got to play down the middle. Get your contested markers where the ball is.
A mongrel. Langford. Hogan caught. Flicks it back. Kent. Harms. Gang tackle at him. Floater Hogan. Oh, a little fumble across the line. It won't be paid. That'll do it.
David Zaharakis, 34 possessions, 7 contested. He's run his legs into the ground, 26 uncontested, plenty of handball receives, great delivery, lots of score involvements, 8 in fact.
The Essendon chant rings around the MCG early.
Zach Merritt, 10 score involvements. Brendan Goddard, 10 score involvements.
They came here to feed the hope. And hope is growing for the Bombers right now. 2016 is alive.
Got to keep your preparation, Dwayne. The Essendon fans are going to have to walk to Adelaide next Friday night.
Right now, the 3 losers that played 3 winners last week have all won in this round.
Jones long, but they've got the man at the back, Gleeson, to mop it up. You're going to hear a massive roar shortly. Crowley, one of the top-ups, one of the heroes. Here is the hero. Joe Danaher says, let's hold on to it, boys. We've got a ton of time. 19 seconds left. Back to Danaher.
It's a big day for the Bombers, isn't it?
Huge. Huge for the club. Huge for the fans.
I think the Jackets are going to come out.
This could be a massive momentum changer in the history of the Essendon Football Club.
Well done, Bombers. That's a great victory for your club.
This wasn't supposed to happen, Jared. It wasn't supposed to be like this. All heart.
Hope you can feel that at home. Soak it in. Essendon fans, wherever you are around the globe.
Darcy Parish, what a player he's going to be for the Bombers. Pick 5, kick the sealer in many ways. A great day for him and the club.
Let's head downstairs. Ben Dixon